folks. Welcome back to the show. I'm glad you could join us. You know, sometimes the world can be a mad, crazy place. And at one time, Ambrose, well, I had enough. I didn't know what to do. And so I began to travel. One day, I came upon this huge chasm, but the gap was way too wide to cross. I just couldn't do it. So I sat down, frustrated, disappointed, hungry, angry with myself and everybody around me. Well, after a while, this man came along, and he looked familiar, but I couldn't quite place him. He wasn't flashy, nothing physical was impressive, but there was something about him. There was something quiet, something steady. It felt like he was special. He said, "Hello, Ambrose." I paused, and I blinked. Like, how the heck do you know my name? And he smiled and said, "Oh, Ambrose, I've been following you for a while. I'm a big fan of yours." Then he said, "I see you're stuck here on the edge of this chasm, and you want to cross, but you don't know how." And I nodded yes. "It's so beautiful over there," is what I told him. "I see trees, running water, and I'm starving for it. But this side, it was dry. It's sometimes lonely. It's sometimes ugly." And then I asked him his name. He said, "Oh, Ambrose, you know my name." And I said, "I do?" And he smiled. He didn't reply. He just smiled and looked at me with compassion and love. And then he said, "I can help you cross if that's what you truly want. If you really want to get across this chasm." And then I looked and said, yes, I do." And then he said, "Well, look, there's a bridge." And I looked, and sure enough, there was a bridge. It was a small, narrow bridge, swaying in the wind, back and forth, all wobbly. "That bridge," he said, "it's going to carry you to the other side. But it's going to shake, and it'll scare you. And sometimes you'll want to turn back. But if you keep walking and trust in what I'm telling you, you'll make it to the other side." And then he pointed to a bridge next to it. And he said, "Ambrose, you see that bridge there?" And I looked at it. And he said, That bridge is a lot easier." And I looked over and I saw a bridge made of steel. And there were crowds of people walking on it, laughing, cheering, having fun. And there was food places, and there was music, and there was neon signs promising all the best things in life. "That bridge," he said, "it looks easier, and it's more fun." And it is. But it doesn't go to the other side. It goes somewhere different. You may think it goes to the other side, but it drops off, and it takes you down. I sat there thinking, and eventually, I stepped onto the narrow bridge. And for a while, I walked, and it was scary. It was difficult. Well, then I saw this small path. It was like a connector, and it went over to the big bridge. So I thought, what the heck? This is really hard. So I took that path, and I got to the other side. And man, I was welcomed. People were telling me how awesome I am. They're telling me how beautiful I am. And they're giving me things. And they're giving me food. And they're praising me. And man, it was awesome. It was a good time. And they were feeding me. And I was fed. But I was empty. And I felt like I had abandoned something. Like I had betrayed something. I didn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden, I saw that man again. And he said, "Hey, Ambrose, come back over here." And I felt so lonely and empty inside on this big bridge. So I listened to what he said, and I took that connector back to that small bridge. And I started walking again. Let me tell you, it's hard to walk that bridge. Sometimes it's way difficult. And sometimes I don't even believe in the small, narrow bridge. There are days that I sit here and wonder why I'm walking that path. But I know, this is what I'm supposed to do. I believe that bridge will take me to where I'm supposed to be, to the life-giving water, to the fruit trees that'll always keep me fed and fulfilled. And so I stay on that bridge, one step at a time. And I keep telling myself, one day I'll see that man again. I'll get to the other side, to him, because I know this is the way to where I'm supposed to go. And I hope when you get to that bridge, you'll take that bridge too. And I love you. So does God. Have a great day.